Some people seem to glide from success to more success, while others struggle from failure to more failure. Does it have something to do with luck, or is there a formula for success? Studies on the subject show that there is a simple way: develop a winning attitude. Our speaker has earned the right to talk about the topic, winning attitude. She has been mentored by Dr. Dennis Waitley, one of the world's leading authorities on human behavior. She is also a certified facilitator of Dr. Waitley's The Winner's Edge program. She is a sought-after professional speaker, certified image consultant, and best-selling author of the book, Beyond Looking Good. She walks her talk because she is clearly a winner in many aspects of her life. She is a woman of many firsts. First female District 75 Governor of Toastmasters International, First District 75 Governor to have won the Presidential Distinguished Governors Award. First certified image consultant in the Philippines, and the founder and president of the First Speakers Bureau in Asia, the Southeast Asia Speakers and Trainers Bureau, Inc. Help me welcome our speaker, Ms. Dina H. Loomis.
Thank you. Thank you, Dino. Thank you. What does it take to be a winner? Skills, knowledge, intelligence, or attitude? Let me share with you the secret of champions. Champions have discovered that attitude is the lock-on or the key that opens your door to success. Mark Murphy, founder and CEO of Leadership IQ, a cutting-edge leading provider of research and leadership training, revealed something significant during an interview. He said, and I quote, 89% of new hires failed due to attitudinal reasons. Only 11% failed due to a lack of skill. Companies are now hiring on attitude. They have come to realize that technical proficiency does not guarantee success. 5 years ago, I hired a technical expert to help with our company's technical needs and requirements. To my dismay, he refused to follow our company's deadlines. When I told him, we need these presentation slides this week, he responded with, I have other things to do. When I countered with, so when can you do it? He replied, we'll see, with a shrug of his shoulders. This scenario was repeated countless times for over 4 years until I finally fired him. You might say I embraced and practiced civility to a fault. The person who replaced him was not experienced with the work that he did, but he followed instructions well, and he never missed any of our company deadlines. He has been recognized and generously rewarded. Skills are easier to teach. Attitude takes a little more time and effort. How do we ensure that we pass on this prized trait to our people? Be the example. There are 5 simple ways to imbibe a winning attitude. First, let's check our own self-awareness. When you're unable to accomplish your goals, do you say, oh, I'm not talented enough. I don't have enough education. I don't have enough money. I'm too tall, I'm too short, I'm too young, I'm too old. Something's holding me back. The truth is, we all face certain limits. But there's a big difference between limits and limitations. Limits are real. It pertains to physical capabilities. Like, I know I cannot play basketball, I'm not tall enough. Limitations are all in the mind. Like saying, I cannot remember people's names. Limits are physical. Limitations are psychological. Let me give you an example. Some years back, an assistant purchasing manager was offered to take on the job of purchasing manager. He immediately rejected it and said, I'm not ready. Can you believe it? He has been assistant purchasing manager for over 20 years and he's not ready? That is what I call a psychological barrier. The second step to practice is positive self-talk or positive affirmations. We cannot concentrate on the reverse of an idea. We need to focus our current dominant thoughts on the rewards of success, not on the penalties of failure. Instead of saying, I need to lose weight, we can say, I weigh a slim, trim 120 pounds. I need to start saving money becomes, I'm saving 10% of my monthly income. Remember, our minds cannot tell the difference between the real and the imagined. We can begin to change the circumstances of our life by changing our mindsets. 2 years ago, a high-powered female executive approached me and asked, you know that I'm a spinster already, right? I'm way beyond my prime. I'm almost 50, and I don't have a boyfriend. How do I attract men? How do I get a man to marry me? I said, oh, that's easy enough. I taught her the power of positive self-talk. I told her, set aside a few minutes each day for the next 21 days. Look at yourself in the mirror. Talk to yourself. Say these 3 words 3 times in a row. And of course, you vary your tone, your pitch, and your pace. And you say, I'm sexy. I'm beautiful. I'm irresistible. After a couple of months, she gave me a call. She had a different concern this time. She said, it worked, but I'm so perplexed. Now I have 2 boyfriends. And I like them both. I don't know who should be the one. I responded, that's not a problem. While you are choosing, you can enjoy them both. The third step is to develop the art of positive instant replay. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, when you commit mistakes, you can say, I'll do better next time. Instead of saying, I was just lucky when you perform well, you can say, just as I expected, or I knew I could do it. Several years ago, our speech contestant for the regional Toastmasters speech contest for public speaking performed so poorly. When he came back from the States, he said, I could not possibly win. I never stood a chance against that formidable opponent. You know that South African? He won the regional contest of the South African public speaking for 5 times. He prejudged himself, and his poor showing was a reflection of his negative mind pre-play. The 4th step is to convert negative remarks into positive talk. We don't want to be members of the Snayop gang. Snayop, of course, is susceptible to the negative influence of other people. So, neutralize other people's negative remarks with positive responses. When someone will say, "We have too much work to do," you can say, "We can prioritize our work." Or you can say, "We are making the most productive use of our time." Some people have this bad habit of finding something negative in everything they see. You don't have to be influenced by these people. You can either avoid them or learn to neutralize their negative talk. One of my female colleagues had this nasty habit. I learned how to respond to her negative remarks because I could not avoid her. We were both members of a women's association. When it rained, she would complain and say, "Oh, what a dreadful day." I countered with, "The day is not over yet. Let's wait and see." When we had a lot of sun, she would grumble and say, "It's too hot today." I responded with, "Well, it means we can easily go out for our meetings." She no longer attends our meetings. It isn't fun to talk with us anymore. We all learned to neutralize her negative talk. I wish I knew how to neutralize my father's negative remarks when I talked with him 12 years ago. I approached him then and said, "I want to be a lawyer." My father, who came from a family of lawyers, looked at me so sternly and said, "Law is only for the men." With one negative statement, my father changed the history of the Philippines. I could have been the first lady president. Finally, the last step is to take comfort from the knowledge that we are just as worthy as other persons. We have a personal value apart from our job title, accomplishments, physical attributes, and personal wealth. We are all masterpieces of creation. Therefore, we deserve to win. This is the single most important attitude of all, accepting our inherent values and nurturing our sense of self-worth. When someone pays you a compliment, look at him, smile, and say, "Thank you." Don't say, "Oh, I'm not so sure about that," or "It's about time that you noticed." A simple thank you validates our sense of worthiness. Malala Yousafzai, the Pakistani outspoken advocate for women's education, has this deep conviction of deserving to win. When Christiana Manpour of CNN interviewed her and asked, "You still have huge dreams. They didn't take that away from you." She was referring to the shooting of Malala by Taliban extremists. Malala replied, "They can only shoot at a body, but they cannot shoot my dreams." For her courage and passionate fight for women's education, Malala has been recognized and honored with the Nobel Peace Prize this year. What a prize! We also need to remind ourselves that the most important meetings, briefings, and conversations we will ever have are those that we will have with ourselves. There is no opinion so vitally important to our success and well-being as the opinion we have of ourselves. The next time you talk to yourself, talk with great respect. The meeting before the meeting means telling yourself, I enjoy being around people. I remember people's names. I am a persuasive negotiator. I feel enthused about this meeting. During the meeting, therefore, you will project these current dominant thoughts through your warm smile, firm handshake, well-modulated, friendly voice, and well-thought-out, powerful words. You will be making an incredibly awesome impression, and people will be influenced to think things your way. You'll get recognition, get approval, and win the contract. Last October, I received a call, and I was requested to meet with the human resource team of a large real estate corporation. They needed a trainer to show their over 800 employees how to wear their new corporate uniform properly and reinforce their corporate brand. I prepared well for the meeting. I told myself, I am the best trainer for their people. Before the end of the meeting, I knew I won the contract. I had 2 female competitors who were both half my age and former beauty queens. I shared my excitement with my son. It's amazing. My 2 competitors are stunningly beautiful, much younger than I am, and they're also certified image consultant. They chose me. I won. My son said, Mom, experience and a strong sense of self-worth trumps youth and beauty. During the early part of his life, Nick Vujicic, the world-famous limbless man, he was born without arms and legs. He felt so miserable, sorry for himself, and even had thoughts of suicide. He is now a sought-after motivational speaker and has traveled the world several times over. In his numerous YouTube videos and books, he revealed, it was my unstoppable power of faith in action that has helped me create my own ridiculously good life despite my disabilities. I believed with all my heart and spirit, and I achieved. In summary, the 5 steps to develop a winning attitude are: first, free your mind from self-imposed limitations. Expand your comfort zone. Welcome challenges. Join contests. Learn in the process. Become a better person. Second, focus on the rewards of success, not on the penalties of failure. Imagine yourself enjoying a relaxing holiday after receiving an award for a blockbuster production. The hard work and the pain passes, but the glory remains. Third, develop the awesome power of positive expectation. Expect the best result from your performance and affirm your ability to accomplish it. Fourth, neutralize other people's negative remarks with your positive responses. Put on the armor of positive alternative talk. Fifth, always remember, you deserve to win. Dr. Dennis Waitley, my mentor and best-selling author of the book Seeds of Greatness, said, and I quote, "Success is not a destination, it is a journey, it is a process. It is not only the winning that counts, it is what you will become as a result of the process." Unquote. To be a winner for life, imbibe the winning attitude. Winners look beyond themselves for meaning and purpose in life. Winners become leaders, and the best leaders ask, "What can I do for you? How can I help you?" The most competitive force in the world is to always give more in the quality and amount of service you render than your expected fee. True success implies always a double win. I win when you win. What does it take to be a winner? It is not enough to plan and work your plan. To be a winner, it has to come from the wellspring of our being, from our own intense desire to win. We will think it, feel it, speak it, act it, and live it. This is what it takes to be a winner.